Hey everyone, so today I received the second box from my 17 Follow to Soul concert merch. So in this box I have the Lenticular Cards, the pin badge set, I bought the shopper bag, and then I bought 3 of the Lucky Draw random cam badges. And then I also have the pet cards that I received in my box with the trading cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and take everything out of the box, and then we can look at this and then everything else that I had ordered. Okay, so here is everything that I ordered. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with the pet photo cards first, since I got those in my previous box, and then we can look at everything else. Okay, so these pet photo cards, I'm assuming they're gonna be kind of like the semi-transparent plasticky kind of cards that they've done in the past. They did them in like a larger size for like your choice and things like that. But let me take it out and then we'll see exactly what it is. Okay, so these are thicker than I was expecting, but they are like a flexible kind of plastic. I also want to point out that when I took it out, I was like, because it's like peeling, and there is like some printing streaks, but it looks like these have a protective film on them, which is I think it's a film. I pray to God it's a film. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a film. So that's good, at least, like they'll be protected. But yeah, they are like the semi-transparent cards like I thought they would be. And they appear to be the same size as a regular photo card. Let me get one to compare. Okay, so here I got Singwan. Yep, they're about the same size. It's a little bit different in like the cutting of the corners, but about the same size as a standard photo card. Okay, so here is Coops. And it looks like these are the same kind of color schemes and obviously the outfits from the trading cards. There are like lots of imperfections, but like I said, they appear to have a film on them. So hopefully once that film comes off, they look better. I'm not going to take them off for now. I want to keep them as protected as possible. But yeah, these are pretty basic. I did notice that these didn't sell out as quickly as some of the other things, like the lenticular card sold out first. Oh, she's like centering's kind of weird. I'm not a fan of how it's centered. Yeah, some of these, like, I feel like there's too much headroom. Also, like too much empty space above their heads, but that's just like Uji's is a little bit better. But in general, I don't know. I'm not a fan of how these are edited, like how they're cropped, I guess is a better word. Minghao's is good. That's a good sign. Yeah, Mingyu's too, like the off-centeredness. It's okay. I don't know if I'm a huge fan. DK's is really bad. Look at how much headroom. I don't get how they decide which photos to use or how to crop it. But I know there's a lot of unrest, I guess, about 17's art design, product design, like thereof. Singwan's is better with the headroom. Like, this is what I would expect. Vernon. And last, Dino. Dino's is pretty good too. Like the amount of headroom and everything. Yeah, so those are the pet cards. Like I said, they are like a plastic, but it's like a flexible kind of plastic. It's not rigid. And they do have like a, what do you call it? Like a safety film on them. So it looks like you can peel it off and they won't have, hopefully, many scratches. I'm not gonna do that yet. Like I said, I wanna protect them for as long as possible. Okay, next I'm gonna take out the shopper bag from the cellophane. Okay, so this is pretty simple, and usually I don't buy these bags when they sell them for merch. But also in the past, I wanna say they were like the laminated plasticky kind of bag. This one is pretty much just like a mesh cloth. I can't think of what you call it. It's like a cloth you would use to like squeeze out liquid from cheese. Why can't I think of a cheesecloth? Isn't that what it's called? That's the kind of material it is. I did think it was gonna be like, oh, mine's dirty. Look at that. I can't believe it's already dirty and it's white. But anyway, this I think was like 6,000, so a bit much for a bag, but I don't have many tour bags. I usually buy like the handbags, either like the shoulder bags or things like that, if I like the design. This year they had that plastic PVC one and I hated it. So I wasn't gonna get that. I've been waiting for like a good tote bag, or like I said, a shoulder bag that I've bought in the past, but they haven't come out with a good one recently. So yeah, I just bought this. Was debating maybe taking it to the con, but I think it's gonna rain the day that I'm going. So I don't know if I'll be using this for the con itself, but yeah, and can never have too many reusable bags, right? All right, next we have the pin badge set. This was one of the things I was most excited about. I've mentioned this a few times in other videos, but I'm a big fan of enamel pins. I collect them. I love when they do 17 enamel pins, which isn't that often, sadly. But I was really excited when I saw this one. So let me take it out and we can look at it closer. Okay, so this was a set. It comes with a honkin' big one that says 17 Tour Follow. It's got kind of like a chrome border on it, and then just like the shiny white and black. And then the carrot bong one is really interesting because I'm pretty sure in the picture it looked black, but this is definitely silver. And yeah, it doesn't look anything like the version 3 carrot bong. It's silver. It looks honestly a bit more like version 2 because it's silver and it has like rose quartz and serenity diamond in it. Also a little bit of conspiracy theory. When there was all sorts of discourse about the version 3 carrot bong and how a lot of carrots were upset with it, there was some like digging around into like copyright and I don't know, like patent design and stuff. And evidently people found some things that suggested the carrot bong wasn't originally supposed to be black. It was supposed to be, I believe, like a white holographic, which I think would fit more with 17's colors and image. And then also supposedly someone found something about a carrot bong for September, or something about either like a change or a new one, or maybe it was just version 3 like being produced again. I don't know, but I remember it was September, and so people thought like maybe the company was listening to fans and changing things. So maybe this is like a little hint, like this is what the new one's gonna look like. It's gonna be chrome and have a rose quartz and serenity diamond in it. I don't know. Again, that's just conspiracy theory. But anyway, so the big follow one, it's really heavy, these pins, which hopefully means they're nice quality. It has 2 backing stoppers, and then the carrot bong just has the one. I do have the version 2 carrot bong enamel pin. I believe that was for OTU. I don't remember if it was Japan or Seoul Con. I think it was Seoul Con, but it came with like the member's name and stuff enamel pin. So I do have the version 2, so this will be nice to add with my version 2. And for version 1, I don't think they ever released like a real enamel pin, but I do have like a fan-made one in my collection. So I do have all 3 carrot bongs in enamel pin form, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I hope they keep doing enamel pins. I really like it. I did notice this one did sell out on the Weaver's shop, so hopefully that means a lot of people like it and they take that into consideration and keep making stuff like this. All right, next up here I have the lenticular photo set. This was one of the first things to sell out, if I remember correctly, besides the clothing. By the way, I didn't buy any of the clothing or like the fashion accessories. I already talked about the bag. I'm not into bucket hats personally. They don't look good on me, so I didn't get that. And then I thought all the t-shirts were kind of ugly and or boring, and the windbreaker. So yeah, I didn't buy any of the clothing items. All right, so here we have the lenticular cards. These are a bit cardboardy, kind of like a standard photo card, except they have like the holographic front. I believe they're the same size as the pet cards. but let's compare just to be sure. So these are a smidge bigger than like a standard photo card, but I'm sure they'll still fit in regular sleeves and everything. It's not even like a half a centimeter difference. Okay, so here we have coupes. I need to make sure I'm getting both photos in the video. And then I did notice on the back they have the name and then the color that is associated with that member for this merch line. Here's Jung-ham. Again, like too much headroom. I don't know, like, is this a stylistic difference? Like, I don't know, or maybe I'm just being weirdly sensitive to it, but some of them just a smidge too much headroom for my liking. I don't know what it is. His shoulders aren't even moving, it's just his head. I got June. Yeah, I mentioned this in the trading card video. I wish they were more smiley. I wonder why they're so stoic in all of this merch. June's color's so good. I love the June color. Hoshi too, he's barely moving. I know, they'll like never be able to top the director's cut lenticulars with the like covering their face. That one was so good. Oh, at least Wano's he's moving like his arm and his head. There's more variety there. Love his purple too. Uji's moving a bit too, which is nice. Nanen Pinky. If you saw the Carrot Land video. Oh my god, how is not moving like at all? He's just shifting his eyes and then it looks like the camera moved a bit, but his shoulders aren't moving at all. Mingyu too, just moving his head, shaking his head. Woo! DK. Okay, DK's got some decent movement too. Moving head and arm. Singguan. Oh, Singguan's is pretty good too. Vernon. Oh, I like Vernon's. And maybe it's like the color of his sweater and then also his hair with it. I don't know, but Vernon's is very nice to look at. And then Dino. Do you think they just like randomly pulled colors out of a hat? Like they did the ladder game and that's how they decided who got what color? Or do you think there was other factors? I mean, they all just have black hair except 3 of them. I guess DK's is brown, but the rest of them just have black hair. So I don't think that really factors in. But like Dino wouldn't have probably looked so good with like the pale yellow with his lemon hair. But yeah, I wonder how they pick the colors. Does the stylist just assign it? Really curious about that random kind of stuff. All right, lastly here, I have 3 of the Lucky Draw pin badges, or sorry, not pin badges, the can badges. Normally I don't buy these either, but I don't know, like I felt like I wasn't getting a lot of merch, and I do like pin badges, like I do collect them. I ended up buying them at the 17 Cafe, which I normally don't do. And like I used to collect them from like the Japan cafes and stuff. I have a lot of like older pins. But I kind of stopped because I think there's just so much merch these days. But anyway, I like the colors and stuff, so I thought I would try my luck at these, and then if I don't get the members that I want, hopefully I can trade at the con. But yeah, I bought 3, so I want Mingyu, Minghao, and Wanu, hopefully. So hopefully I at least get one of them. 2 or 3 would be amazing, but hopefully at least one of them. Okay, I can see blue on this one, so I'm hoping it's Mingyu, but it could be also DK because his was also blue. Let's see who it is. Yay! Oh my gosh, I got Mingyu on the first one. How lucky is that? Yeah, so these are just like your standard can badges. They do come in this like styrofoam, which is really nice because let me tell you, at the 17 cafe here in Seoul, they did not have any kind of protection, and a lot of them were damaged. Like they had like almost puncture holes from like the other badges. I keep saying badges. These are pins, okay? But in Korea, they're called cam badges. But the other pins from the other ones that were like pushing down on them, so like they had marks all over them, like the majority of them were damaged. So I'm really glad that these came protected, and I'm so glad I got Minkyu. Wow. Okay, so this one I see green, so I think it's Dino. Let's see. I did get Dino. I do like Dino styling for this one, so not upset. Last one, really hoping for Wanu or Minghao, please. Let's see. I'm going to try not to look at the color. I'm looking away right now so that I'm not spoiled, because you can see the color on the rim. But let's see who I got. Oh, I got DK. So there's DK. So I followed a blue, green, cool color trend. Okay, so that does it for my merch that I bought for the Follow Con. At the actual con, obviously they're selling merch there. I don't know if I'm gonna buy anything. I might get maybe 1 or 2 more cam badges, because I think I'll have a hard time trading to get Wanu. But yeah, that does it for this video. Let me know what merch you bought. What do you think of the merch? Do you like the t-shirt designs and like that plastic bag design? What do you think of it? I think it might also be a generational thing. Maybe like teens kind of like that design, but I am not a teen. Haven't been a teen for a while, so maybe that's why I'm not a fan of it. But yeah, let me know what you think of the merch. Definitely the pin badge is my favorite. Really glad that they have this. But until next time, I'm gonna try to make a vlog of the con, maybe like stuff I'm doing beforehand. I don't know. I'll have to see how it is on the day. I think it's gonna rain, so that might stifle my plans a bit. But until the next time, I will see you guys later. Bye bye.